Good morning, oh happy day. I hope you're doing well. In this video, I want to talk to you briefly about the weeds in your mind, how they are destructive, how they're going to hurt you, and maybe some ways of fertilizing some thoughts up in your head to get better production as an insurance agent or in sales in general. Before I get going, jasonfinalexpense.com. I partner with some of the most amazing agents on this planet to sell Medicare and life insurance. If you need help, reach out. I'll truly help you in any way I can. So in life, in sales, you're going to have times where you lose heart, you lose hope, or maybe you get into a position where the white space on your calendar kills you, kind of like me sitting here in my garden, okay? Well, let me tell you, if you got a bunch of white space on your calendar, if you don't know what to do with the soil, okay, you're not going to be able to get your seeds in the ground right so that they plant firm, and then you won't have the spacing done accordingly, and then you're just going to be sitting with a garden that you ain't going to be real happy about, okay? So I've got a garden in my backyard. I've got a garden in my front yard. It really does equate to insurance sales quite a bit because if you do a garden right, for example, I've got a garden here of lettuce. Okay, there is not a place to put a weed. It can't even happen. I don't have to worry about weeding that part of my garden, not even a little bit. Why? Because I've nurtured the soil, because I've got the spacing perfectly, and because I've done it quite some time. So I can eat out of this, okay, my lettuce all day, every day, and I don't have to worry. It's simple. It's like I water it. Right now I'm getting lightly rained on, okay, and I don't mind it. I'm going to drop a video with you, okay? But I'm telling you, like, if you nurture the soil of your career properly, okay, you're not going to be in a position where you have all these negative weeds growing, where then you've got to actively go in and get your hands dirty and wet and, okay, muddy, trying to get rid of the bad things in the space that you wanted good things to grow. What happens as an insurance agent is there's times in your career where you are putting things in, okay, to the soil. You don't just leave them there. It's not magic beans, okay? It's not like, oh, I learned something and now I'm not going to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. Just like when you plant seeds into the ground, you've got to water. You've got to give it sunlight. You've got to give it nurturing. And then when bad things or things that you didn't want to grow, not the best things, okay, are starting to choke out your soil, choke out the opportunity that you have, you've got to remove the bad things away, or the things that are not as profitable or maybe as valuable to you. Remove them away from the soil so that the nutrients, because there's only so many nutrients in the soil, can be given to what matters most to you, like my lettuce, okay? When you're doing final expense, you've got to not be thinking about all these other things that aren't bad things, but there are things that are time sucks. There are things that, okay, take capacity from your mind that could be given to what you want it to be given to, and your career would grow in a better way if you gave more time, effort, and attention, okay, time, effort, and attention to what you want it to do. If you just like, whatever will be, okay, I'm just gonna throw some seeds in the soil and let God water it, and whatever happens, I'll be happy. Let me tell you, you're not gonna have, okay, like a never-ending lettuce bed like I do. You're not gonna have tomatoes that you can't even eat them, okay, as fast as they grow. You want your final expense career, you want your Medicare career to be in a place where you've got lots of leads, so that you can have lots of conversations, you can have lots of opportunity to meet their needs, and then convert them into the product that you have, okay? When you're doing annuities, when you're doing Medicare insurance, it's the same way. You want to nurture the soil of what your client wants. Nurture the opportunity. Nurture the lead. You've got to give nurturing, just like you've got to nurture soil. When you're nurturing soil, guess what? It's the same thing. You got to put your eggshells up in there. You notice probably if you look over there, you can see eggshells in there. You'll see coffee grounds. Okay, it's intentional. This garden didn't happen by happenstance. I know it's not the prettiest thing on the planet, but it didn't happen by happenstance, okay? Like, it didn't just like magically grow. You can see some eggshells up over there and, you know, my little gnome from back in the day. It's awesome. But I'm just telling you, like, none of this happened naturally. You know what happens naturally? Weeds, okay? If you have weeds in your insurance career, you know what's going to happen naturally? You're not going to have wealth. You know what's not going to happen naturally is you're not going to be winning consistently, okay? You'll probably be whining. You're probably going to get whooped more than you win. So you don't want to get whooped. You want to plant the seeds in your mind properly. You want to nurture them like a garden. You must, refresh the ground. You've got to till the soil of your mind, your methods. Make sure you're using good methods, good proven power scripts, proven platforms, and then you've got to follow it. You've got to nurture it just like a garden. You've got to take the time to get your hands dirty, in the industry. Do the hard work, do the practicing, do the drilling, do the rehearsing. Nobody can do this for you. Oh, I planted the seeds, I'm done. No, you're not done. You're just getting started, It takes consistent preparation. It takes consistent hard work, but it will give you the best chance of consistent wealth, opportunity, and oh my word, you're going to be in a good place. So get your mind in a good place, Put your effort in, You got to plant seeds. You got to do something. So do. Never neglect the do of the industry, But plant seeds that are positive in your mind. Be encouraged, be enthusiastic, make sure you've got like-minded people around you. And I'm not talking about just endless rah-rah, because endless rah-rah with no doing is fruitless. It's like, yay, I threw seeds in the soil, I feel amazing, a beautiful garden's gonna grow, I'm gonna go inside and get fat and happy. No. That's not proper, So good mind, yes, but you've got to have good effort, good doing, all right? Lots of action from you, just like lots of action in this garden yields something that you can actually eat, If I didn't have lots of action, I'd have to eat a lot of weeds, And I don't like weeds. So weeds in the mind, you've got to remove. Little distractions, Netflix, staying out too late, maybe having one too few, for some folks. There's all kinds of little things. Maybe when a buddy comes over and you're supposed to be working, maybe you don't have the discipline enough to say, you know what, not right now, I'm busy, I got to do this. I promise you I'll get with you as soon as I'm done. Put first things first, always, Now, if it's really important and you got to be there for your friend, then yes, your friend comes first. But a lot of times it's not really that important. Maybe it's just a temporary distraction, just like a weed, in your mind. Or maybe a phone call comes that you don't really need to take right now. That phone call can wait. That phone call can wait until you're done with your day. Are you putting, little fences to keep the little rabbits, away from your garden? Keep the rabbits away from this stuff, so that they don't eat what you've planted and spent so much time and effort doing. You didn't plant this garden for everybody just to go eat. You planted it for you to eat, right? You're planting an opportunity. You're planting, lots of hard work. You're cultivating your leads, and then you got a good day, a good opportunity to do, and then you start doing time-sucking work that is like rabbits eating your garden. Sorry, crappy analogy day. Welcome. Happy Sunday. You're going to get what you can get. But I'm just saying, you're going to have times where all the little, rabbits are going to be eating your food because you didn't put a fence. You didn't put barriers around your workday. Oh, a buddy called. Oh, I was watching a YouTube video. Oh, I was on Facebook too much. Oh, I'm going to go for a walk. Oh, I'm going to have a long lunch that turns into the rest of the day. You know what I'm talking about. There's time-sucking things that can happen to anybody. It can happen to the best of us, but the best of us don't allow it. This comes into discipline. The best of us don't allow the little time suckers to take our time away from us. Time is your most valuable resource. Guard it. Guard it, guard it. Just like you guard your mind and you guard your methods. That's why we use proven power scripts, proven platforms. None of this Frankenstein free script kind of garbage that is a dime a dozen. It's just going to make you do a lot of work without a lot of plants coming up, So focus on the right material, the right data, but don't allow the little things to take you away. Don't allow the little things to distract you like white space on your calendar that then allow the little rabbits to run in and ravage your career. Don't let it happen. Don't let yourself get into a position where you lose certainty, and you're going to lose certainty because you lost, control. You lose control of your garden, you ain't eating. You lose control, of what's going on sometimes behind you. Guess what? You're going to have to do a lot more work and a lot more damage control that you did not really have to do if you were more disciplined. You want to stop damage control? Good. Be more disciplined. So get your hands dirty. Don't be afraid of doing, but focus on your mind before you move your mouth. That's why good training is crazy important. The last thing you want to do is spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on leads and then realize that you're not being coached, you're not being trained, you're not being taught how to do certain things. I did not learn to garden, everybody, on my own. Guess what? I had an amazing neighbor. She is a green thumb, and she taught me a lot. I learned from her. She mentored me in gardening many, many years ago. My next door neighbor taught me a ton about gardening. I didn't just like go, oh, wow, I'm just going to like plant seeds in the soil and hey, how's this going to work? Nope. I wouldn't be eating like I am now if I did it on my own. So I learned from my good neighbor, and she's an amazing lady. Awesome. Okay. I am blessed by her. I learned a lot from her in gardening, but guess what? In insurance, I learned a lot because of mentorship. All right. Good friend that brought me into the industry a long time ago, since passed away, taught me more things, okay, than I ever knew when I first started. Great man. Taught me a lot about insurance. I knew a ton about telesales, but I didn't know squat about insurance. And let me tell you, great blessing. So when you're doing anything, mentorship will get your mind right. Mentorship will get you into a place where it's like, ooh, I got to garden as quick as possible. That's what I kind of want, right? I want to eat as soon as I can. I don't want to starve. I don't want to like learn the hard way and spend years doing it. Let me tell you, in insurance, you want to learn as quick as you can. Learn as quick as you can so that you can overcome the obstacles, overcome the little dumb pitfalls of what will take place. Not will it maybe? No, it will. You're going to have pitfalls. You're going to have times of adversity. You're going to have times where the weeds roll in deep and you're like, what's that plant? I don't have a clue what that plant is. And your mentor is going to go dig it up, throw it away. You're like, oh, thank you. Okay. If you didn't know, you probably would have left it sit there. You would have let it sit there. Okay, sorry everybody, just barely started my coffee today. But you've got to get after it. You have to get after it. You've got to remove the weeds. You've got to remove the time sucks to let the good things grow in your mind, in your methods, and in the opportunity that you have as an insurance agent. Work hard, play hard, yes, but understand that when you start in your insurance career, it is very important that you do not let, okay, the weeds come in and take the opportunity away from you. I hope this helps you in some ways, quirky ways, small ways. If you like the video, feel free to like it. By all means, subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching, but don't, okay, get overwhelmed. Find a good mentor. Whether it's me or somebody else, get a good mentor that knows how to pick up the phone and doesn't make you schedule a call with them, okay? Make sure you get a mentor that knows how to respond to your text in a timely fashion so that you don't lose certainty. That's the last thing you want to do. Get on a lead and then have a question and then you don't get your answer and then click, or you left the cat pee house face-to-face. I got a lot of good face-to-face agents that partner with me. Love y'all to death. You know who you are. They're beasts, okay? I do a lot of face-to-face agent appointment setting scripts. Good stuff. If y'all need help, reach out, okay? But I'm telling you, this is huge. When you are in a home, you need an answer right here, right now, while you still have a prospect, okay? If you don't get that answer and you leave and then 3 hours later you left the house, good luck. That's a time-sucking event, right? That's a weed that happened that didn't have to happen. So vet your trainer, have a good mentor. It will move you forward in more productive ways so that you can sit back fat and happy in a garden. Don't worry, you don't have to get lightly sprinkled on like I am dropping you this video, but you're going to be happy and you'll probably have some little gnome, okay? Maybe in the background, maybe not, but all right. I appreciate you watching. Have an amazing day. Have an even better tomorrow. Mondays are coming. I hope you're ready.